Good morning to all my fellow friends and my beloved lecturer, Miss Liu. Me and my partner, Lydia, are going to be presenting about Carlsberg and Heineken. Okay, for my part, I'm going to be presenting about the accounting standards and how they are applied. Okay, the first accounting standard is IAS 7, which is Statement of Cash Flow. Okay, for statement, what is statement of cash flow? Essentially, it's a financial statement that shows how changes in balance sheet, accounts and income, about cash and cash equivalents, and breaks down the analysis, operating, investing, and also financing activities into their own respective areas. Okay, for Carlsberg, how they apply this is by using the traditional way, which is the indirect method. And how they do it is based on operating profit before any special items that will be later adjusted due to impairment losses, amortization, and also depreciation. Okay, for Heineken, how they apply this standard is by using cash flow hedges. Cash flow hedges is basically everything that is related in the cash flow and financial statement put into their different perspective and put hedges on it so that we can identify which is which. Okay, how they do it is the changes in fair value are recognized in the profit and loss statement. If the hedging instrument are no longer meeting the criteria that is needed, it will be either sold or it will expire. Okay, the second IAS is IAS 18, which is revenue. What is revenue? Actually, revenue is income that a business has from its normal operating activities, usually from the sales of goods and services to customers. Revenue is also referred as a sales or turnover. Okay, for Carlsberg, how they apply this standard is most of their revenue are from sales of goods, porterage income, rental income, and from non-statutory equipment, royalty issues, service fees, and also sales by product. And their sales by own products or products being sold on by-products is stated under their income statement. The delivery will include their risk and also rewards royalty in finance run. Okay, for Heineken, how they apply the standard is at first they will recognize the revenue, and then the other revenues, royalties, are accounted for in profit and loss or on accrual basis in accordance to what has been agreed will be put inside the revenue statement. And then finally, the rental and other services will only be recognized as profit only when they are delivered to the customers. Okay, for the next IAS is IAS 10, which is events after reporting period. Events after reporting period is everything that occur between the end of the reporting period and the date when the financial statement are authorized for issue. Okay, for Carlsberg, how they apply the standard is the events will be recognized or disclosed in the financial statements, and any estimates and judgments that they do will be based on their historical experience, and also other factors that are in nature uncertain or unpredictable are also considered as events after reporting period. Okay, for Heineken, how they apply this is that it's the same way as how Carlsberg applied it. It's the exact same way. Okay, for the next IAS is IAS 14, which is intangible asset. Intangible asset is assets that cannot physically be seen, but they also have a value to them. Okay, for Carlsberg, how they apply this is by one of them is goodwill, and their goodwill, how Carlsberg apply is by increasing mainly through the acquisition of set from their foreign net differences. And for their cash flows, they are projected based on actual operating results and the 3-year business plan that they have. They are using a 3-year business plan and also a further of 7-year period. That's their period of cash flow. And lastly is their value in use was determined by using the discounting future cash flows that are generated from anything that is continual by using a term called pre-tax discount rate. Okay, for Heineken, how they do this, how they apply the standard, is that their goodwill is measured through cost less accumulated impairment losses. And anything that is negative, goodwill that is considered negative, will be recognized in the profit and loss directly as other income. Negative is other income. Negative goodwill. Okay, and then for their intangible assets that have finite life, which is life that is not infinite, will be amortized. Okay, for Carlsberg just now they are using pre-tax discount. For this one they will amortize their intangible assets, and it is based on a straight line. And on their estimated useful lives, from there they are able to use. And finally, their net gain on sales from intangible assets will be presented in the P&L account as other income as well. Okay, and the net losses on sales will be included in the amortization as well. Next one. Next one, we're talking about IS2, which is inventories. Inventories is a complete of items such as property, goods in stock, and the contents of a building. But for the case of this one, the contents of their assets, which is anything that they sell. For Carlsberg, how they apply this is by using weighted average cost, which is EVCO. And both Carlsberg and Heineken use selling price as the NRV. But for Heineken, they use the FIFO method, which is first in, first out. That is all the inventories. Okay, and for the sixth one is IAS 37, which is provisions, contingent assets, and contingent liability. For Carlsberg, how they do this is by including voluntary provisions and recognize them when the events that rose before or after the end of the reporting period. You will only recognize voluntary provisions when these criteria are included. And they use the average borrowing rate as discount rate. The term is average borrowing rate. And the final one is they are recognized to present value and expected future cost. But for Heineken, it's a different story. How they apply this is they measure their present value of expenditure expected to be required to settle obligation. They are using pre-tax rate. For this now, they are using borrowing rates. This one is pre-tax rate. And they increase the provisions in the passage of time that is recognized in the net of finance expenses. The next one is IAS 12, which is income tax. Income tax is a tax that is imposed on individuals or entities, in this case the two companies, that varies with respective income or profits. Income tax generally is computed as the product of a tax rate times taxable income. Okay, how Carlsberg apply this is their current tax payable and receivables will be recognized in the statement of financial position first, and then as tax is computed on taxable income for the year. And the last one is everything that is adjusted for tax included in the statement of financial position will in prior years, and any tax paid that is based on accounts. It is based on accounts. This is the keyword. Okay, for Heineken, they include current and deferred in their income statement. That's the difference. Here they don't include. In Heineken they do include it. And or if any of the items are being recognized as directly in equity, it's considered an equity tier. So it's included. For the next one is IAS 17, which is leases. Leases is actually a contract by which one party commits a business for a specific time, usually in return in a periodic payment. Okay, how Carlsberg apply this is they pay the leases through an assessment before it is made on whether the lease is on finance or operating. Before finance or operating, and they only consider the leases as finance costs only if they are being transferred substantially the risk and rewards in the incident to the lessee. They will consider only if the lessee the leases as finance only if this term is included inside. So for Heineken, their operating lease payments are being paid under their operating leases instead and are recognized in profit and loss statement. For finance statement, the minimum lease will be paid under financial leases. There will be a portion in between the finance expense and reduction of the outstanding liability. And the next one is IAS 33, which is earnings per share. Earnings per share is the portion of a company's profit allocated to each share of common stock. Earnings per share serves as an indicator of a company's profitability. Earnings per share is basically how much the company receives as income from their shares. That's earnings per share. That's what it's called, earnings per share. And how Carlsberg applies this is by presenting the basic and diluted earnings per share for its ordinary shares. And their basic EPS is calculated by dividing profit or loss to ordinary shares. There is outstanding adjusted for weighted and also average number their own shares is purchased in the year. That's how they calculate their EPS. And same goes to Heineken. They do the exact same concept on how they apply the earnings per share. Okay, the next one is, and the next one and also the last one, which is IAS 19, which is employees benefit. Employees benefit is also known as benefit in kind. This is anything that the employees receive from their working status. Okay, for Carlsberg, how they apply this standard is the remuneration of the executive directors is based on their fixed salary and the non-monetary benefits and cash bonus payments. The contract for employment for executive directors include terms and conditions. The contract, this staff cost and remuneration gives the employees coverage to cost and remuneration regarding other group companies where cost is recognized, because Carlsberg is not the only company. They have this thing called the group, and that's their parent company. So everything that is included in their parent company and how they apply this IAS is the same as Carlsberg. But for Heineken, it's a different story. The funding plan includes companies' annual contributions, and the majority of their benefits are being held in trust, whereas a small portion will fall due to when it meets the payment. Only when the payment is met, the benefits are being held in trust, as trust, a majority of it. And last one is their retirement benefits are provided in employees via defined contribution plans. That's all for me. Now I will pass to Lydia to explain.
Okay, now I shall talk about their profitability ratios. So the first ratio that we are talking about is gross profit margin. As you can see, Carlsberg has a higher gross profit margin. This may be because they have a lower cost of sale compared to Heineken. At the same time, their closing inventory value is higher compared to Heineken. So therefore, this could be the reason of why they have a higher gross profit margin. Next, we'll look at their net profit margin. Net profit margin, as you can see, Heineken has a higher net profit and operating margin. This may be because we assume is firstly due to their lower finance costs compared to Carlsberg, and also the performance of Heineken was strongly driven by its core brand Tiger and also with other brands, and also through successful initiatives by management to manage their costs, which we think may be the cause of their higher net profit margin. The next ratio we'll look at is their return on equity ratio. As you can see, Heineken has a higher return on equity. This indicates that Heineken generates a higher percentage of profit using their shareholders' investment, and we assume this links to their higher gearing ratio, which means the company has more finance and more money borrowed, therefore they are able to invest more. And also their group's borrowing for the year ended 2017 shows a 26.7% increase. Carlsberg, the next ratio is return on capital employed. Return on capital employed, as you can see, Carlsberg has a higher ratio. This may be because of their recent heavy investment into the Carlsberg brand, as well as their new launch on Carlsberg Smooth Draught, which has brought about a volume of sales increase by 7%. Next ratio is earnings per share. As you can see, Heineken has a higher earnings per share. This indicates that again the company is more profitable, and also it could be due to its gearing ratio, which gives the company more money to invest into their business and in turn generate a higher profit. And also recorded their revenue is higher compared to Carlsberg. Next ratio is return on assets. Return on assets shows that Carlsberg once again has a higher return compared to Heineken. Reasons could be firstly due to its cost control. As mentioned, the company recently adapted this new program called Fund the Journey, which helps them to maintain their costs. Secondly, it could be due to both a total fixed and fixed asset turnover, as recently Carlsberg made heavy investments around 37 million into new property, plant and equipment. And next ratio we'll look at is their gearing ratio. Gearing ratio, as you can see, Heineken is highly geared compared to Carlsberg, so which means that Heineken has more money to invest into their business and generate a higher return for their shareholders compared to Carlsberg. Next ratio is interest cover. Interest cover shows that Heineken is in a better standing position compared to Carlsberg, and however, this low interest cover of Carlsberg indicates that Carlsberg invests more into business and into borrowings compared to Heineken, and therefore Heineken, even though it may stand in a better term compared to lenders, creditors and shareholders, they may be viewed as too safe because they actually do have money that they can reinvest into their business. So the next ratio is dividend cover ratio, which again shows that Heineken has a higher number of times in which it can pay shareholders, which could be due to its higher revenue earned for the year ended 2017. So their total asset and fixed asset turnover, as you can see, both companies are more or less on a similar position. As you again mentioned that Carlsberg has taken on this new Fund the Journey program, which again helps them to minimize their costs, and also they have invested again heavily into property, plant and equipment, which could be the result of why their total and fixed asset turnover is higher compared to Heineken. So next is their receivable turnover. As you can see, both companies may be experiencing bad debt, more so for Carlsberg because both companies' receivable exceeds their credit policy of 30 days. So inventory turnover, as you can see, Heineken has a higher inventory turnover, which may be the result of its higher revenue, and also indicates that Heineken is able to sell off its inventory quicker and faster compared to Carlsberg. And again, you can see it in their inventory days. Carlsberg has 19.26 days, while Heineken has 19.26 days, while Carlsberg has only 21 and 74 days. Current and quick ratio, both companies stand in a similar standing position as both have enough assets to meet their current liabilities. Credit given, credit taken. As you can see by Carlsberg, credit given is 32.61 days, while credit taken is 63.74 days, indicating that the company takes from its receivables quicker compared to how they pay their creditors, indicating that Carlsberg makes use of the credit policy given by their creditors and compared to Heineken, who collects from their receivables longer but pays their creditors faster, indicating that Heineken takes advantage of discounts given and therefore could also be the result on why its sales revenue is higher. So in conclusion and recommendations, we can say for both companies to reassess its receivable days, as you can see earlier that their receivable turnover is way beyond the credit policy of 30 days. Both Heineken should also reconsider investment options to best increase its earnings and maximize its shareholders' wealth. Both companies stand at risk of market changes, so therefore they should implement proper risk measures, especially in the areas of exchange policies and foreign trade. So that's all from us. Thank you.